Hello students, in this video we are going to talk about light square attack. When you are attacking on the opponent's king, generally you attack on a particular square complex. Either you attack on the light squares or you attack on the dark squares. Let's look at an example. In this position we are white. White has bishop, rook, queen and bishop. They are pointing toward the opponent's king. But right now, this pawn structure is defending the king. Because of this pawn structure, black's king is safe. Black's pawn structure is on the light squares. So if you have to destroy the pawn structure, then you have to attack on the light squares. For example, here white can play rook cross g6. A rook sacrifice on a light square, on the g6 square. Black is forced to capture it, and then you play queen cross g6 check. You capture the pawn on the light squares, and this king is in trouble. Black plays bishop g7, and right now these two bishops and queen are in the attack, but the rook is not doing anything. We want to put the rook on this open f file, but the problem is f1 square is covered, so we play rook d2. Our goal is to play rook f2. Black plays bishop e8, black attacks our queen, and we play queen h7 check. Another check on the light squares. King f2, and we play rook f2. Now our rook has joined the attack. Black plays bishop cross f6, rook cross f6, and if black plays bishop to f7, then we play bishop to g6. We put more pressure on this pinned bishop, and black cannot defend it one more time. So black is going to lose the bishop. That's why here black blocked with rook. And now we play bishop g6. Light square bishop is attacking on this light square. So all of our pieces we are attacking on these light squares. Black plays queen d7. Now all these three pieces are attacking with their maximum potential. Now how do we bring one more piece into the attack? We don't have any more piece, but we can bring a pawn into the attack. We play pawn d5. And black cannot play queen cross d5 because rook cross f7, bishop cross f7, queen cross f7 are checkmate on the light squares. So black plays e cross d5. And now we play pawn to e6, forking the queen and the rook. Black plays queen cross e6. And now first we give a check, king e7, and then we take the queen. King cross e6. Bishop cross f7, king cross f7, and our light square attack has become successful. We capture the last pawn on the light squares, queen cross h5, king e7, and this position is completely winning. You have queen versus bishop and rook, plus you have these two pawns. So once you start pushing these pawns forward, you will make a queen. So white has a winning advantage in this position. And if you look at the white's attack, it was all concentrated on the light squares. Let's look at one more example. In this position, again we are white, and look at the opponent's pawn structure. All these pawns are on the light squares. So if we have to destroy this pawn structure, then we have to sacrifice our pieces on these light squares. And that's why you can see that white will conduct a light square attack in this game. White plays knight cross e6. Black plays bishop cross e6. And now we have to continue the attack on these light squares, so we play f5. If black saves his light square bishop, then we take on g6, and it will be a checkmate on the light squares. So black decided to give the piece back and plays knight g7. Now we take on e6, knight cross e6. And now how do we continue the attack? Black still has this pawn structure on the light squares. So we play rook cross f7. We destroy this pawn structure, and King cross f7 is not possible because of queen cross g6, checkmate. So black is forced to play rook cross f7, and now we play queen cross g6. We have managed to destroy the pawn structure. If black plays knight g7, we play queen h7 check and checkmate. So king is forced to go f8. First we give this check, and then we take the knight on this light square. And even now we have a strong move, bishop g6, pinning this rook. So black tries to exchange the queens, and we play queen g6. What's the idea? We want to play pawn to e6 and attack on this rook. So black exchanges the queen, we play bishop cross g6. There is a pin on this light square, king moves, we capture the rook. And in this position, white has 3 extra pawns. You can play c3, you can protect your pawn, and now you have 3 extra pawns. Using 3 extra pawns, you can easily win in the endgame. So again we saw an example where opponent's pawns were on the light squares and our pieces were in such a position that we could sacrifice 1 or 2 pieces on the light squares to destroy the pawn cover. And then it was an easy attack. In the next video, we will learn how to conduct a dark square attack, an attack on the dark squares. Let's go to the next lesson.